Kay Bailey Hutchison, she is just outside of Fort Hood, as you can see there, and joins us now. Senator, thanks for your time. You know, the question that Robert Gibbs was asked there and that so many of us have been asking, for almost 24 hours now is why? What in the world drove this man to do this? What are you learning from officials and investigators there?
Well, I think they are trying to not jump to conclusions. They are looking at this man's background, what we know about him. They've obviously seized his computers, and they're learning a lot about him, and they're trying to really know before they speak, and I think that's probably the right thing to do.
When we look at, I guess, what you might call red flags in Major Hassan's past, what friends and colleagues have been saying about him, particularly that they knew he didn't want to be deployed overseas, that he supposedly had arguments with others because he didn't support either the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. He had poor performance evaluations, but when he was at Walter Reed previously. Should the Army be doing more to try to identify these disaffected soldiers and help them?
Jane, I think that is a question that's coming up, and I think it's a legitimate one, and I think the Army especially is looking at that. I know that there has been so much more emphasis on mental health and trying to find clues that might indicate that someone was not stable. They are focused on that more than ever, and there has been so much money. I mean, I'm the ranking member on military construction and veterans affairs, and I know that we are putting money into more capability to find these clues, to see if people are need mental health. And I think particularly here at Fort Hood, they have done an extraordinary job. But this one was obviously one that was not caught, and I don't think anyone thought he had that kind of violence in him, obviously, but we're learning a lot more, and probably will determine if there is something more to this than just a deranged person. And I think we have to wait and see if that might be a possibility.
Senator, we've been getting some reports from some of the Major's neighbors saying he was clearing out this week. He was giving away some of his personal items, saying he was due to be deployed today. Can you confirm that, and to where was he expected to go when he was going to be deployed? There are conflicting reports about whether it was Iraq or Afghanistan.
I know, and I don't know for sure. I've heard Iraq, but I cannot confirm. I did also hear that he had been giving away his personal items, and that was a preparation of some kind. Yes, I have heard that, but I don't know exactly when he was supposed to go. I know he was going to be deployed, and he apparently was upset about it, and I thought it was Iraq, but I cannot be the final word on that either.
Senator, so many Americans are touched and affected by the story and saddened by it. Is there anything that we can do from miles away for the people there at Fort Hood?
Yes, there really is. And the reason I'm here and the reason that there's a congressional delegation coming in is because we want these soldiers to hear from outside how much support they have, how much we appreciate them. You should have been on the Senate floor last night when we had a moment of silence. We stopped right in the middle of our voting and we took a moment of silence. And after that moment of silence, everyone came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, tell me more. What do you know? We don't expect this to happen to our military. Our military are prepared to lose their lives even for our freedom. They expect to be hit by the enemy, not from within. And that's more than they should be asked to bear." And we're going to tell them today, and we're going to go to the hospital and visit with those who are wounded, and we're going to say, the Congress stands behind you 100%. The President stands behind you. The American people stand behind you, and they are riveted on you and your families and wanting to surround you with that love and support.
It's true. Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison joining us from Fort Hood. Thank you.